preschool. My mom opened a preschool in 7 Mahusay Street, and I could smell the tear gas from the Diliman commune days. Umabot to hanggang sa UP Village. So coming back here is really coming back to where I grew up. And that is perhaps why, as the Chancellor mentioned earlier, as best we can, we continue to help the university. When I was student regent in 1986, we were together, but there was no faculty regent, there was no non-academic personnel regent. So I actually represented the faculty and the non-academic personnel and many of the issues brought before the board. And so, yes, when there were issues affecting the faculty, they brought it through me. When there were issues affecting the non-academic personnel, they would raise the matter through me. So I was really not really the student regent, but the student faculty non-academic personnel regent. And that's probably also why, up until today, I continue to hold dearly the university, faculty, the non-academic personnel, and the students, of course. And as I mentioned earlier, it is also my genetic predisposition, because my mother was a public school, UP teacher, and she opened a preschool in the 60s. We were 9 brothers and sisters, so my mother and father felt that opening a preschool would be cheaper than paying for preschool fees. And so when I was informed that of this request for assistance for a daycare center, I guess the predisposition in my genes said that's something we have to do, something we ought to undertake and support. I have my children of my own, and I make sure that I am there with them. I think my father and my mother impressed it upon us that we have to be present parents, and therefore daycare is part of that process of being able to nurture our children in an environment that is open and interactive. So that's why I'm here. If there's anything else I can do to help the university, Chancellor, please let us know. I still have a year and a half before I step down. Well, actually, a year and 3 months before my term ends and I'm term limited. So, but in that last remaining year and a half, if there's anything else we can do to help, we will. Oh yes, and of course, we pushed for the amendments to the UP Charter, and we were able to succeed in pushing that. Again, part of my love for the institution and the stories that former President Roman will tell you, and former Dean Marvin Glonen will tell you, is that the university had already given up on the charter, but I refused to give up. And after 3 congresses, the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th, we finally got our charter on our centennial. So there. So my link with the university will always be strong, and will always be there. And you can count on our support. Some will probably say, why is the senator taking time out to come to a daycare center? But ultimately, we are how we raise our children will have a direct bearing on how our nation will be, whether it's a strong nation or a weak nation. Will all depend on how we raise them. We raise them well, and we raise them to become human beings of worth, then we will have a strong nation. So what we're doing here is we are building a strong, progressive Philippines. umaga po sa inyo.